NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic taking on the Boston Celtics. The Celtics control
We won that tip-off.
Stop the ball, stop the ball.
Walker to Hayward. Oh, he had him there for a second.
Shots up.
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Gordon. 4-3. Tough shot there for Aaron Gordon. No good. To Kemba Walker. Another chance. Nikola Vucevic. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Be alert. Be alert. Here it comes. Be alert.
That is great vision to set it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Cutter, I got
To
yours.
Aaron Gordon. Has a chance. Gordon shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. Aaron Gordon swats it. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Almost unlucky bounce.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Walker to Hayward. Curling inside. Nice swat that time.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Walker. The 7-footer, Bamba with the board. Easy path to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like...
What's the mixture? I don't know. I'm just going with the front offense. Shit.
Across the
Trying to
timeline,
spend time
it's
before you go
Walker.
there.
5-point
Shit.
game. To Hayward from long range. His first effort off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And Evan Fournier, tough making
Boston
that
ain't getting
time.
a shot
Can't really fault
at
the
all
defender.
in this
This is
game.
a
I'm
game
gonna tell you
of
that right
ways. As
now.
a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go.
I try my
That will
best to
not
guard
be the case
them,
all the time.
but they don't get a bucket.
Tough
Fault.
shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
I might stay at 4 now.
It's so mental.
So I ain't getting anywhere
Trust me,
closer.
Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Somebody block.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. And look out.
Another possession
Had
they
the
were forced to
ball.
take a tough shot.
He
This time they
screwed
got it
it up.
go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Oh,
To Vucevic. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He gets it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 on the shot clock. Has a look. Tatum's shot no good. Augustine with it up top. 12-6 our score. Beyond the arc for three. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Watch out, screen coming. Watch out.
To Hayward. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Jaylen Brown. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Augustine with the basketball. Up 6. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Great pass to set it up. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
I got ball.
To Jaylen Brown. Great feed. And throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
all right, y'all.
To Stevenson. Jonathan Isaac. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. In the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
In the front court, it's Augustine. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. To Mo Bamba. Shot from in close, no good. To Wade. Driving right to the basket. Danny Green. Boston with 4 to shoot. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Gordon with a shot off the mark. Here comes the screen.
Here comes screen. Here comes screen.
Tatum. Well defended.
Pass the ball.
Fultz into the front court. Leads 3. To Vucevic. The drive by Gordon, but he can't finish.
You got it. Yep, I got ball.
Danny Green. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Danny Green. To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. For 3, Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
My ball. Yep.
Dwayne Wade.
Wait on it. Go. I got you right here. Stop.
Nikola Vucevic with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Orlando ball. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Goes to the left side. To Marcus Smart.
Watch out!
Not that time.
You're on the island now.
To Gordon. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Isaac to Vucevic. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Come ball here. Come ball.
To Wade. Here comes the screen.
Coming your way. Screen coming your way.
To Wade.
It's coming off.
Rebound comes to Vucevic. To Fournier. Nikola Vucevic. 2 of 4 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Marcus Smart. Wide open look, won't go.
I hate that that one didn't go down. You much rather go into half with a tie ball game than having a deficit.
Runner here, won't go down.
Come ball.
Here comes the screen. Nikola Vucevic. Tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball.
Hayward to Walker.
Screen coming right. Screen coming right. Knock it down, man. I got rebound. Let's shoot. Shoot it.
And hits at the line.
Back to you. Shot, bro.
Walker to Hayward. Off the assist.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
I got this plan.
Fultz
Let's go.
into the front court. Leads just a point. To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Fultz with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Vucevic. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
My ball. My ball. My ball. Wait on it.
Has a chance? Yes. When this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Pick coming left. Left. job,
Short
boy. Good
jumper
job.
won't fall. Count the basket inside.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Count the basket at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Celtics have it. Walker. To Hayward. Flushes it home.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Hayward to Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And finishes strong.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Deep three at the buzzer. Goes down. A three at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room? We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Magic are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scores for the Orlando Magic. The Celtics have kept it close after 1 half. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Nikola Vucevic showed off his timing and athleticism with a lot of blocks. The defense he put on display requires the kind of effort that fans love to see from their team.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game. Through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Fultz into the front court. Leads a bucket. Over to the right side. To Fultz. Shot won't go.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
It's a big finish.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
Fultz with the basketball. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. He's looking for that touch. Boston with the basketball.
Pick up. Watch that cutter.
To Jaylen Brown. To Hayward. To Walker. Brown shot off iron, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocks it down, off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Gordon Hayward able to recover with the block. 4-3.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Get back.
Celtics have it.
Lock up.
Walker.
Shot.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Hayward. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And he's going to the free throw line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Kemba Walker has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Coming right back to you.
I got him. I got ball.
To Fournier from long range. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Augustine with it up top. The deficit is 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jonathan Isaac at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3.
Defense. Defense, let's go. See the screen, see it.
Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Get your money, man.
It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Danny Green.
Shoot it!
The drive.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Fournier. Fournier rising for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Danny Green.
Watch that back door.
Trying to cash in. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Magic have it. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Get through, get through.
Boston with 4 to shoot. Second effort.
That's coming off.
To Danny Green. The shot almost.
Let's ride, let's ride. Stop off, stop off.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
He's got it. 3-point play on that trip. Celtics have it. Nice pass to set things up. Dwayne Wade. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick. Augustine with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Beyond the arc for 3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the finish at the rim.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Dwayne Wade rocking the rim. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by a Magic. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Celtics have the lead.
What is that, dog? Come on, man.
It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and...
Come on, y'all. Let's go get it. It's on us. My ball. My ball.
to Danny Green.
Side up.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Fultz into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Cruises inside for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. It was right there.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Lays it up and in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Marcus Smart. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Driving right to the basket. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Jaylen Brown, couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. Goes 2 for 2.
Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward. Nikola Vucevic pins it. 4th this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Hayward to Danny Green. Can't connect from in close. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Aaron Gordon. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's smart with the rebound.
Stop the ball. Stop the ball. Right.
Danny Green to Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Markelle Fultz is going to get 3 shots here. A career 47% free throw shooter. And he hits the second. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. To Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Vucevic. Lets it fly from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Boston with the basketball. Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Danny Green. That pass stolen by Orlando.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Hey, let's go, let's get out of here. Come on, double team, double team, double team. I got your help. Wait on it. Double.
Count the bucket for two.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Gordon to Vucevic. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Here's the step back.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Match up. I got ball. That's me. Trap.
And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here we go.
To Jaylen Brown. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Gordon. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Take stock of the floor.
Screen coming.
Turns and slams it down.
Wow, that was amazing.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
He don't want it.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. To Danny Green. Cleans it up. Aaron Gordon with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
On your lap. Here he comes.
The screen sets him up for two.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
To Marcus Smart. Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Nikola Vucevic sends it away. Ooh, 5 now. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Jaylen Brown.
Screen coming. No help.
Fine to shoot.
Hey, back door.
Fires the three. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good.
I got ball.
Gordon.
Pick up. Match up.
Here's a chance from long range, and Aaron Gordon buries the three with a hand in his face.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Here comes the screen. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
It's a victory here for the Celtics, as they just squeaked this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Magic just couldn't close this one out. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Orlando Magic. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Your boy QJB coming at you with some news from the NBA. The one in their team is not looking so good. Wow, I cannot believe this. A losing streak for the one in their team. This is not looking good at all. The one in their squad is on this losing streak. Will they be able to break it and get some victories? Let's find out soon. Peace. Your boy QJB coming at you with some news from the NBA. The one in their team is not looking so good. Wow, I cannot believe this. A losing streak for the one in their team. This is not looking good at all. The one in their squad is on this losing streak. Will they be able to break it and get some victories? Let's find out soon. Peace. Your boy QJB coming at you with some news from the NBA. The one in their team.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic taking on the Detroit Pistons. The opening tip won by the Magic, and we're underway on Church Street in downtown Orlando. Fournier. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Short jumper off the mark.
Good rebound, baby. Good rebound.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball.
Watch out. Screen coming. Screen coming. Watch out. Watch out.
Surveys the floor.
Screen coming right. Screen coming. Screen coming.
Trying to make his move.
Watch that cutter.
Alonzo Trier to Griffin. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Rose to Griffin. Alonzo Trier to Drummond. Nikola Vucevic pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocks it down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Aaron Gordon, beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark. Pistons ball here. Rose. For three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Fultz with the basketball. Down three. Cleans the offensive glass. Oh, Evan Fournier missed his first. That one goes.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Fultz into the front court. They're down 3. To Vucevic. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Drummond. Free throws coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Andre Drummond at the line. First try at the line, no good. Missed the second, 0 for 2. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Markelle Fultz, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 47% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson to Luke Kennard. To Jackson. It's rebounded by Gordon. Fultz. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jackson with it. Down a point. To Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. Kennard. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity. Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Griffin.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Jackson with it. They trail by 1. To Griffin. To Luke Kennard. Has a chance. Kennard shot off the mark. Markelle Fultz to Vucevic. Andre Drummond able to recover with the block. Pistons have it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Kennard shot off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Stop the ball.
To Drummond. Kennard. Has a look. Goaltending's called. Count the bucket.
Get it, shoot it again.
New blood coming in for both sides. Augustine with the basketball. Down by 1. Isaac to Fultz. Baseline drive. Markelle Fultz. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Kennard to Reggie Jackson.
Oh, you guarding me? Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball. Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
4-3. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. Fultz with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Isaac to Fultz. Here comes the screen. Jonathan Isaac. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Jackson. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
That ends the first quarter. The Pistons with the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 3 for 3 in this first half. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Here comes the screen. Jonathan Isaac, defended by Markieff Morris. Trying to cash in, knocks it down. Off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
It's Detroit's ball.
Screen coming, screen.
Rose. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
I got ball, I got ball. I got something for him.
It goes down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the... Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was... impressive. Shot from the lane won't go.
You gotta get up on that.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
So you're just going to let him go coast to coast like that?
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Rose. Can't get the bounce. In the front court, it's Augustine. Leads 1. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
to Rose.
Hands off, get the board.
Good rebound, good rebound.
Not that time. Augustine with it up top. Leads just a point. Here's a chance from long range. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball.
I got him.
Rose gets it in the right corner. Driving right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Alonzo Trier to Rose. 5 to shoot. Magic have it. Isaac.
That's me. I got ball.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. That pass stolen by Orlando.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. To Alonzo Trier. Curling inside. To Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen.
Coming right.
Got it at the line.
Good shot, good shot.
Working the outside. Fires the three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Pistons ball here.
I got ball.
To Alonzo Trier. Sizing up the defense. And counted at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Cruises inside for 2.
That move, that was nasty right there. But look, if you don't want to defend him, let me know. I can get a 10-day.
Rose into the front court. Leads 3. To Alonzo Trier. Now a step back.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special...
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Fultz into the front court. Trailing by 14. From long range, Markel Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended.
Self-check.
Alonzo Trier. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Markieff Morris trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line.
I'm requesting a trade, to be honest.
Fultz with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Stevenson. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Good luck telling Lance Stevenson there's a bad shot. Hits the tough one.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Coming right.
Alonzo Trier to Rose. Has a chance. just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Rose into the front court. It's an 11-point game.
Keep
Has a
passing the
look.
ball to Stan.
Derrick Rose,
Lance
not
Stevenson.
shaken for the early struggles.
He making
Maybe
all his
this is a
shots.
sign of things to come.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
I got ball. This is all me.
Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To
Hey,
Rose.
this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Short jumper misses. And count the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Rose into the front court. The lead is 11. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Stevenson, a bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Out of bounds the call off Jonathan Isaac.
Shit.
Rose to Drummond. Works it.
Let's go get that
From
board,
the
get that
painted
board.
area, won't go down. To Fultz. And he's fouled. A
course.
trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the
Had to
shooter
foul
to
him. He
create
going straight to the
contact
basket.
after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Markelle Fultz at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops,
Fuck.
he missed
I
the
knew he
first
missed
one.
the first one.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. The possession in favor of Detroit. Take stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Rose's shot off the iron, no good.
Play some D, play some D.
I got ball.
Isaac.
I got ball. I'm here.
And he buries it.
I wasn't
When I
expecting
play
it
it, and I
to
see guys do this all the time. When you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Here comes the screen. Now a steal as the Magic have it.
Oh, here we go. Let's ride.
Fultz. Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Rose into the front court. Up 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Markieff Morris at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play, and the lead is up to 9.
You're on the island now.
You're welcome. Pass the ball. Pass the ball.
Markelle Fultz. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. Rose into the front court. It's a 9-point lead.
Let's go.
Runner here won't go. To Mo Bamba. Collected by Drummond.
Better than that, baby. It's game time.
To Alonzo Trier.
Nope. Nice try.
Jonathan Isaac buries it on the catch and shoot.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
Short jumper stays out. To Mo Bamba.
No, don't pass it back to me.
For three.
Why did you pass it back to me when I gave you the open shot?
Lance Stevenson is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 68%. First one, yes, count it.
Oh, that's cash.
Second and 3, got it.
Good shot, money. Good shot, money.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Pistons have it. Rose to Drummond. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. All by himself, creates his own shot there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Steal the ball, steal the ball,
to
steal
Drummond.
the ball.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Markelle Fultz, 3 for 6 now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rose into the front court. His team up by 1. To Drummond. Knocked loose. Magic have it. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Rose into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Drummond. Oh, he had it.
Really?
And he connects at the line.
Good shot, man.
Derrick Rose slams it down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Pistons have the lead. It's Magic basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Markieff Morris knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Cutter.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
To Vucevic. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. When they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Jackson. Griffin, add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's Detroit's ball. Jackson.
Got him. Here we go. I got him.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Jackson to Griffin. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Andre Drummond swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he hits. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Reggie Jackson. Wide open look won't go. To Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Jackson with it. His guys trail now by 4. To Griffin. To Luke Kennard. Rebound comes to Vucevic. Augustine with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. And the finish at the rim.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
To Jackson. Griffin. fires the three. They dared him, and he
I did not
burns
see that
them.
coming.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Oh, good offense beating good defense.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Rotate, rotate.
4-3. Not easy.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Jackson. To Luke Kennard. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Griffin.
Screen coming.
Jackson. Yes.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Coming off. Stop the ball. Stop the ball.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Luke Kennard. The drive. Right to the basket. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here we go.
Tough move in close quarters with the crossover.
Hey, man, I've been getting buckets, man. Give me the pill.
From the outside, no good. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second.
Ella, I'm going. Run.
Off the assist.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Griffin. Oh, emphatic slam.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
Oh, get back, get back, get back.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
No more Pistons timeout for them. You better make it count, my niggas.
Griffin. To Luke Kennard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Luke Kennard bothered just enough on that one. From the painted area, won't go down. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic emerged victorious after a tight finish. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Orlando Magic. The Pistons finished on the losing end of a close score.
And as you can see, it doesn't matter how many threes you hit if you don't follow it up on the defensive end of the floor.
Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was gold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Orlando Magic. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
And that's why they call me the buzzer beater king.
All right, folks. This case made the prospect back today with more highlights from the one. A wizard with the ball? You be the judge. Let's take a look at these highlights. Okay, who say you got to dunk to make the highlight reel? Sometimes it's just about finishing with the right amount of finesse. And the one got it all figured out in the highlight clip, right?
Y'all shouldn't be talking about the layup. Y'all should talk about the buzzer beater shot.
Make sure you come back tomorrow for more highlights the way the one been.
That was just a statement that I did.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Spectrum Center in Uptown Charlotte, tonight, the Charlotte Hornets taking on the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic begin the game with the basketball.
Self-check.
To Fournier. 4-3. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Fultz. Gordon. Fournier. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second one as well. Fultz into the front court. They trail by 2.
Hey, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what
This
I
is
love.
the
You don't
last
need to
game of the
conserve
day.
your
Hope y'all
energy. You
enjoy.
attack
Make sure
that
y'all
rim
like,
with
comment, and
ferocity.
subscribe.
You always set the tone.
Fultz. Gets it in the left corner. Gordon buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Let's go, pick him up.
Charlotte with the basketball.
Screen left. Cut it, cut it, cut it.
He was hacked. They let it go.
Man, you dribbling, man.
And a pass taken away
Bring the
by
ball,
Charlotte.
please.
To Batum. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Lynn. Here comes the screen. Lynn. 5 seconds to shoot. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Fultz with the basketball. Down by 1. To Stevenson. Vucevic. Here's a chance from long range. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed.
I don't
It's
understand
that
why he didn't
simple.
just
Put the
dunk it instead
ball
of trying
in
to
the
hit it
bucket.
up.
Hornets right now in possession.
That's me. I got ball.
Lynn. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one goes down.
There it is.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Hey, good shot.
D up, baby.
I got ball. I got
To
ball.
Miles
I got
Bridges.
ball. I'm here.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip.
Bucket. That's a bucket.
It's a big finish. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
For 3, message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he knocks it down, Jay.
What a smart play, and Ed, with barely no traditional low-post players left in the game, you have 10 players on the perimeter.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Pass stolen by the
Oh my
Hornets.
God.
McConnell rises for the slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Magic have it. Here comes the screen. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. McConnell to Miles Bridges. To McConnell.
He flashing, bump him, bump him.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Berea shot, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Stevenson. And the nice finish at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
McConnell to Miles Bridges. McConnell. Shot from in close, no good. Fires the 3. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist. To McConnell. Miles Bridges. Shot from the lane won't go.
I got ball.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go. Another shot stays out. That ends the first quarter. The Magic have the lead. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
To Nick Batum. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Trying to cash in. Nikola Batum. He's 2 for 2 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Fournier. To Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Has a chance off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Lynn with it. They're down 3. To Batum. Knocked loose. Nikola Batum, 3 for 3 in this first half.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Fournier. Jonathan Isaac, and the rebound taken down by Williams. Couple of cracks at the line now.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Markelle Fultz lets it fly from beyond the arc, buries it.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Now the Hornets take the timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
I got ball. That's me.
Lynn to Nick Batum. Going to launch beyond the arc. Nick Batum forcing that one. No good. Fires the three. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Magic basketball to Fournier. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Lynn with it. Down 8. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Miles Bridges to Jeremy Lin. Miles Bridges slams it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Lynn with it. Margins 8. To Batum. Lynn to Miles Bridges. Lets it fly from long range. It's rebounded by Gordon. To Vucevic.
They got a leprechaun on me.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Can't convert the free throw. McConnell to Miles Bridges. Here comes the screen.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
The Hornets with 4 to shoot.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Barea shot, no good. Fultz into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Gordon to Vucevic. A big finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Stop the ball, stop the ball. Who gonna do this?
Fournier to Aaron Gordon.
Screen come, screen come.
Oh, Evan Fournier. 2 of 4 now.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
To Miles Bridges. McConnell to Miles Bridges. From long range. Contested shot. Miles Bridges off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Fournier to Gordon. Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Hornets have the basketball.
I got ball.
McConnell. Takes stock of the floor. Short jumper misses.
I got him, I got him.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Here's Barea, trailing by 14. To McConnell.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Nothing going here on that drive. McConnell. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Beyond the arc for 3. Like the confidence. Tough shot there for McConnell. Fultz with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. All Magic so far.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Magic were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Orlando Magic. The Charlotte Hornets
have yet to appear after one half of basketball.
The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. Assists.
The Hornets struggle to play the angles and allow too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Hornets at the controls of this one.
Pick up, match up.
I got ball. I got ball.
McConnell. And he scores on the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Fultz into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Gordon to Fultz. Won't go.
And Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
McConnell throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Charlotte basketball.
Block up. Here you come.
Here comes the screen.
Right there.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. From the outside, no good. Fultz with the basketball. Lead is 12. To Vucevic. Passed it off. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Aaron Gordon, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one.
Next time, next one.
Missed the second as well. Lynn with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. To Nick Batum. Lynn to Batum. A lot of contact. No whistle. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Man, he got blown by on that one. But sometimes those plays can spark the defender to buckle down and give way more effort to not be embarrassed like that ever again.
The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Huh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Yeah. No.
Jeremy Lin trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Fultz into the front court. He'll run the offense. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
I got your help here.
Here we go. My ball.
To Nick Batum. Nikola Batum. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Lin with it. His guys trail by 10. To Batum. Terrific vision. Batum gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Gordon to Fultz. And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oh, that's so dark. Living in your head.
To Vucevic.
Went free.
Fultz with a shot off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Aaron Gordon. Has a look. Gordon shoots, can't connect.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Lin to Miles Bridges. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's Orlando's ball. Probing the defense. Screen coming. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Lynn. Nothing going here on that drive. Miles Bridges to Jeremy Lin. Trying to cash in. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Miles Bridges to Nick Batum. Nikola Vucevic swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Augustine with it up top. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Short jumper won't fall. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release.
Hell no.
You have both in your arsenal.
3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up with the Magic in front.
He actually made that shit.
It's Magic basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they've really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Lance Stevenson knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Rebound, rebound.
The Magic have the rebound. In the front court, it's Augustine. Leads 1. Screen coming. Isaac to Stevenson. Fine to shoot. Spinning shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Rebound claimed by Orlando. Isaac to Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. McConnell to Miles Bridges.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Down to 5 on the 24. Miles Bridges to McConnell. Here's a chance from long range. Like the confidence. Tough shot there for McConnell. Augustine with the basketball. Leads 3. Runner here won't go down. To McConnell. Here comes the screen. McConnell goes to the right side.
Right, right.
Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. For 3. Can't connect. Augustine with it up top. Up by 3. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes. is on the floor.
Oh, oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Won't go down. Stevenson. Gets it in the right corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he buries it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
To Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. In the front court, it's Augustine. It's a 9-point lead.
Double, double, double.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Mo Bamba. Fires the three. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Barea. His guys down by 9. Won't go. Evan Fournier tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Stevenson. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lynn with it. His guys down 11.
Double, double, double.
Jeremy Lin. He's now 4 for 6.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Charlotte with the basketball. Lynn. Probing the defense. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep.
To Batum. Off the assist.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Fournier. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Lynn with it. His guys trail by 10. to Nick Batum. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good.
I got you. Go to mine.
Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Lynn with it, looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Magic own the possession to Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon, 3 for 6 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Beyond the arc for 3. It's Gordon with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged.
Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. It's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Magic were solid in today's victory. And more often than not, they were hitting the 3 when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Orlando Magic. The Hornets put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. The Charlotte Hornets got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Orlando Magic did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Every player that makes it to the NBA.
TJ, why are you so cold, my nigga?
Even the best players have their off nights.
Damn.
Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
That should have been number 1. Not number 3.
Number 1.
And here we've got the upcoming games for the Charlotte Hornets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Anybody get a triple double? Double double? 7, 3, 10, 10, 3, 7. Wow.
Hey, it's Coach Johnny from Handle Life. The one filled it up last night, getting bucket after bucket after bucket. Let's check it out. Highlights. That's not just talent. Scoring like that takes a lot of practice. Coach dribbled too much, and I'm out.
All right, y'all. That was the final game. Week 6. Who are we facing the next time I play this? Bulls, Spurs, Atlanta, Cleveland, and Brooklyn. We got a 5-game series going on. Hope y'all enjoy. Y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and like button.